So today we're going to be taking a look at the Emperor's Throne Room and the regular TBC release of the Emperor as well, 2-in-1 review. And it's they're both great action figures. However, the Emperor's Throne Room set itself, I think Hasbro could have done a lot better with. The accessories we did get with it are really good, but it's just kind of small for the value of our money that we can get. And I think Hasbro could have taken this opportunity and did a regular Emperor's Throne Room playset instead of just doing a few diorama pieces. But anyways, we'll take a look at some of the packages first. I'll show you the Emperor's Throne Room package first. Not really too easy of a way. So what you see here, this backdrop is actually the throne room itself. Not really a whole lot to see with it, just some nice background pieces. And it does fold up and open out like this. And the reason why it folds up the way it does, so it can accommodate this package. I'll zoom out a little bit for you. Very nice image of the action figures there. Emperor's Throne Room, Return of the Jedi. Some advertising of the action figure and some of the accessories it comes with. Nice image of the Emperor there. It's kind of funny though, having a smile like that and electrocuting. Then the same image on the back here. And we'll move these back here. Then I'll show you the TBC card as well. So the Emperor's Throne Room set was actually exclusive. And then several months later we got the regular carded version of the Emperor, which is this action figure here. There are differences between the two, as you can probably see. We'll look more at that here in a second. Very nice image of the Emperor there. Mostly faithful to the original 1983 figure. This was VC 200. And I just reviewed the Emperor's Royal Guard, and I'll get to all 3 of these. Actually, I'll get to all 6 of these eventually at some point as well. So that's the card. One other thing I'll point out about this packaging too is he does come with this tray here, which will feature all his accessories that he comes with, which I'll show you here in a second. But let's take a look at the action figures a little more closely. So other than the head, obviously, it's the same exact action figure. This is the Emperor's Throne Room action figure, and this is the standard release. I think it should have been swapped. I think most people would rather have the more neutral-faced Emperor over this one for their carded action figure. You could swap them out. A lot of customizers are doing that these days. Take a look at this one a little more closely. So it's utilizing a lot of reused parts from the original Darth Sidious TBC action figure based upon his appearance in the Phantom Menace. The body is from that action figure, and the hood is an entirely new sculpt, and of course the head is as well. But other than that, it's just reutilizing those parts from that original Darth Sidious action figure, which is a very nice action figure as well. I'll get a review of that eventually as well. Obviously, his expression there is probably, I suspect it's based upon that scene where he says, "Oh, I feel that the shield generator will be quite operational when your friends arrive." And then for the regular TBC release, obviously he has a more angry expression. If my camera would focus here. And I suppose the lightning's kind of keeping it from focusing. It's probably more based upon that scene where he's trying to kill Luke Skywalker. It's a very nice expression as well. So for the actual throne room parts, so it comes with this backdrop here, which is an alright accessory. Like I said, I think Hasbro could have done more for this set than what they gave. And as you can see, it has the Battle of Endor in the background there. And it stands very well on its own. It has these feet here. And then it's just a cardboard backdrop attached to this. And then on top of that, comes with this chair. There is a original Power of the Force Emperor's Throne Room chair. I believe there's an actual Emperor's Throne Room, or at least somewhat of a set that this came with. And compared to between these two, I think this one is the better one. I'm not sure what the general consensus of it is, but just from my personal opinion and what I have seen of the two, I think this one's a lot better. It looks a little better, it looks more realistic, and also Palpatine sits very well in it. I'll just show you kind of how he sits. Let's see here. Yeah. So yeah, for the most part, he sits pretty well in the chair. It doesn't look too awkward or anything like that. So he does come with a lot of accessories. So the Emperor's Throne Room action figure comes with 2 extra compared to the standard release, and it's mostly his extra accessory is just the Luke Skywalker lightsaber, and that's it. So he does come with a cane, which is not the same exact cane that comes with the Legacy Collection Emperor Palpatine. It's a lot thinner of a cane, a lot thinner plastic. So I think the Legacy Collection Emperor Palpatine's cane is actually a lot better than this one. Like I said, this one's very flimsy, feels like it over time it might become brittle and break off easily. And he holds the cane pretty well. It also comes with, as you can see for the carded version here, 2 hands shooting lightning. And they look very nice. And I like how they did the lightning. They're not too, it's not too long to where it's going to eventually bend down after so long of standing, but it's not too short either. They did a good job with the detailing in the hands there. And of course his 2 normal hands as well. Very good detailing in these. can definitely tell it's the Emperor's hands based upon age and the corruption of the dark side. But those are all the accessories he comes with. Show you what they all look like here. Give you a little closer look at his head sculpt here and take this off. And it looks pretty good. So in terms of the articulation, he does have a ball joint at the neck there, hinged shoulders, hinged elbows as well. Can only get about 45 degrees, it looks like. Not a very big cut there, but it's okay. It's the Emperor. He doesn't need to be too dynamic unless you're getting the Revenge of the Sith Darth Sidious. He does have swivel wrists as well, and then swivel waist, and then swivel hips, then hinged knees and hinged ankles as well. And I think Hasbro did a pretty good job on the ropes here. They're not too bulky, and they don't hinder him when trying to sit him down. In fact, I'll just show you what this one's supposed to look like sitting down. The one that came with the throne room. Yeah, it looks pretty good. And just to give you a quick comparison here, it looks like next to a few of his guards here. And they look really nice together. But other than that, that's really all there is to say about this set. It's, like I said, it's a good set for what it is. I think Hasbro could have done a lot more than what they have given us for this set. I think they should have went to all the effort and made a regular Emperor's Throne Room playset instead. Made it definitive. But for the few accessories we've gotten, the chair, the backdrop, the action figure, and then of course the accessories, it's not too bad. It is a little pricey. At the time, I did manage to get this off of Hasbro Pulse when they went live for a brief period of time, and it was $41.99 at the time. And then after shipping and taxes and all that, it was over $50. So is this worth $50? Not really, I don't think. It's if you got the cash to spend, obviously, I think it's worth getting. But this has been out for about 2 years now at this point, I believe. Yeah, about 2 years or so, close to 2 years. And I think it has gotten a lot more expensive. There is a, at the time of this video, I did notice there is a re-release coming out, I believe in Germany, where it has an alternative sleeve. Instead of this one, it goes around and it has a different version of that. So something to keep an eye out on. I haven't read too much about it. But if you get the standard TBC release, it's a very affordable action figure right now. I actually got this for $10 and free shipping on eBay, and I think it's going to be staying that way for quite a while. But of course, it depends on your preference. Do you want a more neutral faced Emperor, or do you want a more angry and menacing face? Because it is utilizing old tooling, I suppose you could swap some heads out. Once in a while, I do see this action figure on Tungori site, which I should probably do an entire video about Tungori here at some point. But anyways, that's really all there is to say. I think it's a very good action figure. I think Hasbro could have done a lot more for it than they did, at least for the accessory, or at least for the Emperor's Throne Room set. The accessories are fine, and the action figure is perfectly fine. I don't think they can improve upon it, but I think Hasbro should have done this one as a standard release and maybe included this one with a throne room playset instead. But anyways, that concludes this review. I hope you enjoyed it and found some value in it. Stay tuned for more reviews in the future. There's going to be plenty more to come. And if you have not already, please subscribe to the channel and like the video as well. Greatly appreciate it. And thanks for watching.